Welcome, food travelers. I'm Simon.
And I'm Micah.
In this episode, we are in Las Vegas, headed to Sparrow and Wolf, which is located in the Chinatown district.
Yeah, Micah, this restaurant was also suggested by some of the other servers that we did talk to on some of our other episodes as we visited Las Vegas. So, of course, suggestions from others. We wanted to give it a try and see how well the food was.
Yeah, and we did make reservations to this restaurant way before we actually came down to Las Vegas. And I'm really glad we did because it was really, really busy when we arrived.
Yeah, I believe on the night that we were there was actually a business party that came in. And inside the restaurant, we have a little kind of peek into the room, but not too great. It's behind the wood and logs, and it's actually like a large room for large groups. And so a business group came here and had dinner as well. But definitely reservations are recommended as this place is pretty full, and it seems like a lot of the locals, especially servers from other restaurants, they like to come to this place and eat the food here.
And also, one thing I did want to point out is even though we had reservations, our table wasn't quite ready when we got there, and they were kind of asking us if we wanted to sit right by the door or if we wanted to wait. I mean, of course we waited a little bit, but that table was still not ready by the time it was past our waiting time to sit down. So eventually we just took the largest table that was available.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a wait. Not horrible, but of course, with reservations, you kind of always think that you have a spot almost right away, at least at the time in which you made the reservation for. But in the end, we actually ended up having a 7-course meal, and with each course, Michael, what was the courses we had with them?
Yeah, so starting off here, the course number 1 was actually the turmeric good bread Indian chutney butter with the oyster duo. I actually really enjoyed this one. I thought the turmeric bread was really unique, and the chutney butter was definitely different from anything I've had before. I mean, the oysters, they explained it was from Washington State, and I believe it's something that we've had before. What do you think, Simon?
Yeah, we've been running kind of into the same oysters, and nothing wrong with that since oysters from Washington State are very good. One of the things that did stick out was that turmeric bread, like you said. It was actually really good. It had just a different flavor, not overpowering, but just different. And with the, I believe, cranberries that were in there, it was just a nice pairing. Just a different flavor of bread that I really haven't had myself, but it was very delicious.
Yeah, and then starting off here on course number 2 is the Kampachi crudo with the absinthe, pickled fennel, cucumber, and lemon dashi. I really enjoyed this one. It was kind of like a cold dish, and I thought it was really, really refreshing.
Yeah, it's quite a light dish. You have the few strips of fish that are in there, but with that nice broth, the combination of the two worked very well, and especially to kind of start off the palate too. This is a great starter. I would definitely recommend this one. I'm glad we had this as part of the meal.
Yeah, now moving on for course number 3, we have the oxtail hummus with fried chickpeas, za'atar, and fresh naan. I'm not a huge fan of hummus in general, but this one, in this sense, was actually pretty good.
For me, I'm kind of on the other side of this, and I really do enjoy hummus, especially with naan itself, especially a guy's buttered naan. For me, I really enjoy that. This is definitely not something for somebody who would be vegan, since they do offer it with the oxtail. It has a nice savory, and the hummus actually adds a creaminess to it, and so it has a nice savory sweet flavor. And the only thing I kind of wish was that the naan was a little bit more crispy. It kind of seemed like it soaked up the oil a bit and got soft and became a little bit on the soggy side, but flavor wise it's exceptional.
Yeah, I do wish that naan bread was a little bit stiffer so that it will hold the hummus and the oxtail. As you see in the video, it's just kind of flappy, and I think that kind of made it so that it was not as enjoyable for me. And moving on to next course here, we have course number 4, which is the Hudson Valley foie gras with passion fruit gelée, almond streusel, and tangerine supreme. I generally really like seared foie gras, but I feel like this one could have had a little bit more fruit flavor to balance out the flavors.
Yeah, I agree with you, Micah. I know we've had seared foie gras on many occasions since it is one of probably some of our favorite foods that we've had. And one of the things like you did mention was it had these kind of droplets of the passion fruit gelée and then also the tangerine. Foie gras, because it's so rich, it goes so well with the fruit to help lighten it up and sweeten it up a bit because it has that nice savory flavor to it. In this case, there's just not enough of that fruit. I wish we had more. One of the old dishes we had from a restaurant we visited a long time ago in San Francisco kind of had this kind of soupy peach soup that kind of went along with their foie gras, and that's the one that I always compare everything that we have to, because it was so great, and I kind of wish we had more of that fruit to kind of go pair with the foie gras itself.
And moving on to course number 5 is the coal-fired Spanish octopus, which is made with the Lebanese potato salad, harissa aioli, and a Nichols olives and a micro celery. I thought this was okay. It's like your typical fired octopus dish. I thought the aioli kind of made it a little bit on the spicier side. What do you think, Simon?
Yeah, definitely the aioli did make the octopus dish a little more spicy. You can see there's a little bit of redness to it. Originally, I wasn't sure if it was spicy, but definitely once you take that bite, that spice will definitely kick and hit you in the mouth. So yeah, if you don't like spicy, this dish a little tough to get if you have it, but overall the octopus was nice and tender, and it was good octopus the way they cooked it and everything. Just the spiciness was kind of something that you didn't get used to. If you don't like spicy, then something to think about.
And moving on to number 6 course is the green salt cured Hudson Valley duck breast with chill soba noodle, apple and ginger, fermented bean curd vinaigrette. I thought the duck breast was really tender. It was really good. Great flavor on the duck breast by itself, but I thought it was kind of like a weird pairing with the chill soba. And this dish, I don't know what kind of sauce they put into it, but it was really spicy to me.
Yeah, I'll ditto that with you, Micah. It's as you can see in the video, as you saw the Micah cutting through the duck, it was very tender, so definitely just sliced right in half easily. But again, yeah, this dish was spicy, so definitely something to be aware of if you're have some issues with spicy foods.
And for the last dish, course 7, is the dessert, the passion fruit parfait. I thought this was kind of underwhelming. The flavors were good, but it was kind of like, I don't know, kind of like I kind of expected a little bit more from a tasting for dessert.
Overall, I did enjoy the restaurant, so I can see definitely why all the servers and everybody else recommended this place and why they do come here. It has a really nice atmosphere and is nice and busy, so if you want a place where it doesn't seem so dead, this is definitely a place to come and try some good food and probably sit and chat and have fun with those around you.
And to wrap up our video, here are our notables. Unfortunately for this one, there are none. And to support our channel, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for the YouTube algorithm. And for more photos, follow us on Instagram. See you guys on the next episode.